Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Made a video, I don't know, a while ago about utility knives. And part of the research for that, I'm always looking and always interested in where we came from and where we're going. I saw this really interesting utility knife multi-tool at Chicago Knife Works. I bought this and another one, but they didn't come in till after I made the video. So we're going to take a look at this and review it. If you like the idea of a multi-tool type knife, but are tired of the Victorinox, ho hum, yeah. New, modern, ho-hum, really old, vintage, new, modern. Go ahead and check out the video. We'll be sweeping up this hill right here, and I'll show video, but I probably won't be able to talk because I'll just be out of breath and dying.
So, I can talk, baby.
Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, you can, honey.
I'm already.
All right, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Hi to all my viewers. Really appreciate all your support, all your likes, your shares, your comments. I just can't thank you enough. Got this little knife here, as I mentioned, because I was doing some research on a knife video on utility knives, and this looked pretty interesting. So one of the things that appealed to me about this was the clasp style to it. So I'm not saying that the original Victorinox style, it's equal end, it's easily pocketable, and it fits most grips. It's pretty comfortable knife style, the easy or the equal end knife style. But the clasp style just fits your hand better. It fits in that palm right there. And I just wanted to check it out. It was a little interesting. This knife was 22 something, maybe 22.95. I don't remember, on Chicago Knife Works. Only one color as far as I know. I did go to the website and I didn't see any other color. So basically what you have is a 5-blade utility knife here in a little different modern fashion. So we're going to look at that. Okay, first, this knife is 3 5/8, I believe. Yeah, 3 5/8 inches, or let's do centimeters because this might apply. So there it is. You get 9.5 centimeters on this knife. Boop, 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 boop. Or 92 millimeters. So, pretty average size. This covering here is kind of grippy. So it's a very finely rough cut type of rubber type covering. I don't think it's rubber, it just feels that way. It's kind of like a plastic coating. It's not plastic, so it's nice, it's grippy, you feel it, it's not smooth. This knife is from Switzerland, and let me show you the blades before we talk about some of the pros and cons on this. So you have an awl right here, kind of non-traditional looking awl right there. It's adequate though, and what I like is it's sharp. Like a lot of these awls nowadays are not sharp. Well, you'll see that in another video coming up. But it does have the thread hole right there, which that's kind of the purpose of an awl. Punch a hole, pull the thread through, and you can repair some type of gear, your shoes or gear out there in the woods. That's why you have an awl on one of these knives. It's one of my go-to things I look for. I like to have an awl on my utility knives. You have a very nice blade here, spear point blade. And let's get here, 2 3/4, so it's UK legal. And it locks with a liner lock. So that's really interesting. I really like that about this knife, that the blade locks. There's some up and down movement with the lock on it. Some nice little, there's a logo, Swiss made. That's the model number. And I believe it was not advertised, but I believe that's 4116 stainless steel, is what that is. Now, this is the first really horrible thing about this knife right here. It's great that it locks over, but you can't access it. So you have no hole to access it. And what you have to do is get on top of it and get down in there. You can see, my nails are all clenched up. So now with my hand like that, I have to try to close this thing, and it's problematic, right? So you can do it. The way I found to do it was just pull it over here and you have some control, but look how close you are to your hand. And you really, really have to be careful closing this blade. And that's a really big drawback on this knife. Got a little bit of snap there. Then you have your normal cap lifter right there. Good snap on it. Can hear it. And your can opener with a little bit of, you could use that on a Phillips, I'm sure. It is sharpened. And again, get some good snap on there. Pops around. And then you have a corkscrew right there. It's adequate, very robust. It's not cheesy. And another detractor is if you look close, let's see if I can get it in here. You can see right through there. You see the red coming through there. So these liners, they're rolled or crowned. All the stock is, but you can still see, it's kind of amateurish. It's like no effort was given to make this thing more precise at all. You do have a little tweezers. I like that. Here's the tweezers right here. They seem to work, but they're really flimsy. So you can see right there. I would just be afraid that over time you're gonna wear that out. So these are not as good as of Tornox tweezers. You can see the simple design right there. So overall, I think, got it in wrong. They don't go in easily either, by the way. So it's kind of hard to fit those in there. Okay, that's the way it goes in. Give you a look there. Look at this end. Good look at the back. All right, let's talk about, is this worth it? So I have a lot of knives that I just look at. I'm a knife collector. Here's one right here. I'm probably not going to use this. I'm just doing for collection. Here's a really nice Robertson I just got, a split back whittler. I'm not going to use this. It's just for collecting. But a knife like this, I would use and want to use. And the problem is, there's some seeds of greatness in this knife, but they kind of miss the mark. it beautiful idea to provide a locking blade on this, but the truth is it just makes this knife a non-starter from the stop. um, because you have this right here, you can't easily access the liner lock, and your hand is in the way. You have to use your other hand to bring this blade over. The safest way I found to do it was like this, and it's just I don't want to think about it that much, right? Sometimes you're in a hurry, sometimes you're cold, you're wet, it's raining, maybe snowing. You want to access your utility knife in camp, and you're not going to be thinking about all of that. You don't want to. And what if you have to have gloves on? I don't know whether you could even open that blade with the gloves on. So it's really like some engineers got together and designed a knife but had never used a knife before. That's what I would say about this. And I like to encourage them to go back to the drawing board and figure out a better liner lock for this. And it really should be on the side here so that you could just push it over and have some control with the other hand. And definitely needs to be exposed, because like that, yeah, it looks cool and sleek, but it's just, you got to go through too much to shut this thing. Too much thinking. Is that horrific? Is it hard for me to do? No, and with practice, it's okay. But still, you shouldn't have to do that much thinking to get into your knife. And they need to fix that. Or, hey, do away with the lock. If this was a non-locking blade, I would say this is a pretty good bargain for $22. Yeah, it's not finely made. You can see through the liners there, but it's, for $22, this is a pretty good option. Especially, like I really like the clasp design to it. So they just need to look at this a little better, and it would be okay. With I would recommend this at $22. I'd recommend this wholeheartedly if it wasn't for that liner lock. You might be thinking, hey, that's no big deal for me. Maybe it's not. Even with, you can see I have no nails there. I'm able to access it and pull it over pretty easy that way, but I just don't like it. Okay, I just think they should have done a better job with the engineering of that. Everything else, I like the non-slip uh, uh, grips on it. I like the clasp. I like the awl. It's non-traditional, but it works, and that's what the most important thing is that your awl is, workable. And so, pretty good knife overall. If those gaps are something you'd worry about, then no. But yeah, I like it. I just wish they would have done something different with the liner lock. I hope you enjoyed the look at this knife. Swiza, Swiza is the company. You can find them on Chicago Knife Works, $22. All right, thanks for checking out the video. I hope you check the other one out, because we're going to be looking at another utility knife. It's got some issues, but it's worth taking a look at it so you know whether you can decide whether you want to buy it or not. Thanks again. See you in the next video.